10 ways the Earth could end. The word doomsday may make you think of things that only happen in movies. However, there are some potential dangers created by nature or humans that are waiting to wipe out everything on Earth in the blink of an eye. How will our Earth end? Will a giant meteor strike our planet like it did to the dinosaurs? Or will we destroy ourselves with nuclear weapons? Let's take a journey through the cosmos, explore the vast universe, and discover 10 ways our world could end.
Imagine a supervolcano capable of unleashing an eruption so catastrophic that it could blanket the Earth in ash and plunge our planet into a volcanic winter. Every 50,000 years, these sleeping giants awaken with a fury that makes even the most powerful earthquakes seem like mere tremors. And guess what? We're right in that window of potential eruption. The eruption in Tonga was so powerful it generated tsunamis that raced across the Pacific Ocean. Now, imagine a supervolcano, hundreds of times more powerful, erupting. The consequences would be devastating. A supervolcanic eruption wouldn't just be a local disaster, it would be a global catastrophe. The eruption itself would release billions of tons of ash and sulfur dioxide into the atmosphere, blocking out the sun and plunging the Earth into darkness. Temperatures would plummet, crops would fail, and a global famine would ensue.
The threat of nuclear war has haunted humanity since the end of World War II. The destructive power of these weapons is unimaginable, capable of wiping out entire cities in a flash of blinding light and heat. But the horror doesn't end there. The aftermath of a nuclear war would be even more terrifying than the initial blast. The detonation of a nuclear weapon would release a massive amount of radiation into the atmosphere. This radiation, carried by wind currents, would spread across the globe, contaminating everything in its path. Exposure to high levels of radiation can cause acute radiation sickness, leading to a slow and agonizing death. The fallout from a nuclear explosion can linger in the environment for decades, contaminating water supplies and food chains. This radioactive fallout would lead to a surge in cancer rates, birth defects, and other health problems for generations to come. In essence, a nuclear war wouldn't just end civilization as we know it, it could potentially render Earth uninhabitable.
Bees, those tiny buzzing creatures we often take for granted, are essential to life on Earth as we know it. They are the unsung heroes of our food chain, responsible for pollinating a vast majority of the fruits, vegetables, and nuts that we consume. But what if I told you that these tiny creatures, so vital to our survival, are disappearing at an alarming rate? Bees are facing a multitude of threats, from habitat loss and pesticide use to climate change and disease. Without bees to pollinate crops, our agricultural yields would plummet, leading to food shortages, skyrocketing prices, and widespread famine. The decline of bee populations would disrupt entire ecosystems. Bees are keystone species, meaning their presence and role within an ecosystem are crucial for its stability. Their disappearance would trigger a domino effect, leading to the decline of other plant and animal species that rely on them for survival.
Chapter 4: The Inevitable Mass Extinction. Extinction is a natural process, a constant cycle of life and death that has been shaping our planet for billions of years. But what if I told you that Earth has a hidden clock, a ticking time bomb of mass extinction that resets every 62 million years? And guess what? We're overdue. Scientists have discovered a chilling pattern in Earth's fossil record, a recurring cycle of mass extinctions that have wiped out a significant portion of life on Earth at regular intervals. The last mass extinction, the one that wiped out the dinosaurs, occurred 66 million years ago. That means we're currently living in the 6th extinction cycle, and we're about 3 million years past due for another catastrophic event. These events are not predictable like clockwork. They can happen at any time, triggered by a variety of factors. And here's the scary part. We, humans, are currently contributing to the 6th mass extinction.
Chapter 5: Mercury, the Solar System's rogue planet. Our solar system, a seemingly well-choreographed dance of planets orbiting the Sun, harbors a hidden danger. Mercury, the smallest and innermost planet, might be on a collision course with Earth. Mercury's orbit is highly elliptical, meaning it's not a perfect circle around the Sun. This elliptical orbit, combined with the gravitational influence of other planets in our solar system, particularly Jupiter, could cause Mercury's orbit to become unstable over millions of years. If Mercury's orbit were to become sufficiently unstable, it could be ejected from its current path and sent hurtling through the inner solar system. And if the cosmic dice were to roll unfavorably, Mercury could be sent on a collision course with Earth. A collision with Mercury would be catastrophic, releasing an unimaginable amount of energy, equivalent to millions of nuclear bombs detonating simultaneously. The impact would vaporize entire continents, triggering earthquakes and tsunamis that would circle the globe and shrouding the Earth in a thick blanket of molten rock and debris.
Chapter 6. When the Earth's magnetic field flips. Deep within the Earth's core, a molten iron dynamo generates a magnetic field, shielding us from harmful radiation. Earth's magnetic field has flipped hundreds of times, with the poles switching places. These reversals occur gradually, weakening the magnetic field. A weakened field provides less protection from harmful radiation. Increased radiation could disrupt satellites and power grids. It could expose Earth's atmosphere to the solar wind.
The Sun, the life-giver of our solar system, is not always a benevolent star. It can unleash powerful bursts of energy known as solar storms, capable of wreaking havoc on our technology-dependent civilization. Solar storms are caused by intense magnetic activity on the Sun, resulting in solar flares, coronal mass ejections, and geomagnetic storms. These events release massive amounts of energy, equivalent to billions of atomic bombs, into space, some of which can reach Earth. While Earth's magnetic field and atmosphere provide some protection, a powerful solar storm can penetrate these defenses, disrupting our technological infrastructure. Solar storms can induce electric currents in power grids, causing widespread blackouts. They can disrupt radio communications, knock out satellites, and damage electronics. Imagine a world without electricity, internet, or GPS. Our modern world would grind to a halt. Chapter 8. The universe is a vast and awe-inspiring place filled with wonders and mysteries that we're only beginning to unravel. But it also harbors dangers, cosmic events of unimaginable power that can obliterate entire star systems in an instant. One such event is a gamma-ray burst, the most powerful explosion known in the universe. Gamma-ray bursts are brief, intense flashes of gamma rays, the highest energy form of electromagnetic radiation. They are thought to be caused by the collapse of massive stars into black holes or the collision of neutron stars, releasing an unimaginable amount of energy in a matter of seconds. If a gamma-ray burst were to occur within a certain distance from Earth, the intense radiation would strip away our ozone layer in a matter of minutes, exposing life on Earth to lethal levels of ultraviolet radiation from the Sun. The radiation would also ionize Earth's atmosphere, triggering a global EMP, or electromagnetic pulse, that would fry electronics and cripple our technological infrastructure.
In a world increasingly interconnected by global travel, a microscopic enemy can spread silently across borders. Pandemics have haunted humanity for centuries, shaping history and leaving an indelible mark. From the Black Death to the Spanish flu, pandemics show our vulnerability to infectious diseases. In our modern world, the threat of a pandemic is more real than ever. New viruses like SARS, MERS, and Ebola highlight the constant threat.
Science, the driving force behind human progress, has brought us countless benefits, from life-saving medicines and technologies that connect us across continents. But as we push the boundaries of knowledge, we must also confront the potential consequences of our actions, for even the noblest of intentions can have unintended and catastrophic outcomes. The development of nuclear weapons stands as a stark reminder of the destructive power of science. These weapons, capable of annihilating entire cities in an instant, have cast a long shadow over humanity. As we've explored these potential apocalypses, it's easy to feel overwhelmed, to feel like the universe is a cosmic shooting gallery and we're just waiting for the music to stop. But remember, the universe is under no obligation to make sense to us. It doesn't care about our hopes or fears, our dreams or our anxieties. But that's also what makes our existence so precious, so fragile, so incredibly improbable. So yes, the Earth will end. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not for billions of years, but it will end. And when it does, it will be a spectacular end, a fitting finale for a planet that has been home to such incredible beauty, such profound complexity, such boundless wonder.